Welcome back, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in to Unfinished Business, Chasing the Dream. Can't wait to show you this week's episode. Before we get started, let's go ahead and take a look at the intro.
On 2. 1, 2, Chris.
Alrighty, let's dive right in. We're going to go talk to Coach Coulter. He's going to give us some opinions on the first week of practice and how he got his team ready for their game against Duchesne. Let's go see.
I think the first week of practice was as expected, whereas last year there were a lot more question marks. New program, a lot of kids that hadn't played a lot of varsity basketball. This year, you're a full year into it. You're 2 summers into it. So we know the expectations. We know the process. We know the things we're going to be working on day in and day out. So obviously there's a lot of things we got to work on. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but I think we did a lot of things pretty well the first week or 2 of practice. So the only difference really of practice is we're still working on some skill stuff. We're still implementing some new team items and reviewing some things from last season that we've been doing, honestly, all off season. But the biggest difference is the fact you are more specific to the upcoming opponents in practice. Oh man, our defense in general needs to get better. And that's because do we want to be a good team? We want to be a great team. If you want to be good, we'll just, roll out and do what we did last year and that'll be fine. If we want to be great, we got to get better at man defense, at our zone defenses, at our execution in the half court on offense, at taking care of the basketball and valuing each possession. So all of those little things, we stress them all the time. And to me as a coach, I'm always kind of looking big picture and not focusing too much on just, 1 or 2 little things. There are multiple pieces of the puzzle that at all times we need to be growing together if we're going to get where we want to go in March. You're right through if you lie to them. I'm always transparent to a fault, whether it's about the opponent, about what's coming up the following week or 2, the things we got to make sure we do to be successful that given game or that given week or whatever it happens to be. I treat every game like a state tournament game. Like we're going to roll in here. We're not going to get too high, not going to get too low. We're going to kind of have a steady baseline and a mindset and execute our stuff and trust our training and realize if you execute and win more possessions than the other team over 32 minutes, you're probably going to win the game.
Coach Coulter could not be more right. I know most of you out there know that a sports season is definitely not a sprint. It is a marathon. There's a lot of work that goes into it. I hope you see that these girls are putting in a ton of work, and I love that they're letting me showcase their work. We're going to go talk to Addie. She's going to tell us what she thought about the first week of practice and then how everything's kind of coming together.
I think it was good. I think the gym, we have a lot of competitiveness and all of our players, we all want to get better together. So we push each other really hard, which is good. Well, I think me, it's just getting back into the groove of it all and focusing on the little things. I think that's been a big focus for coach and everything, just fixing the little things that we need so that they work in the game and we work hard all the time. So just make it all come together.
I would definitely say the girls work hard all the time, whether it's in practice or in the games. I've seen it firsthand. You're going to see it firsthand here in just a minute. But before we go and watch some Duchesne footage, let's go see what everybody was thinking before the game.
Our focus today, season opening game, there's always going to be nerves and jitters, even if you're incredibly prepared. You just want to come out and execute the small things really well. The things we've been working on for 9 months, honestly, at this point. I expect a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of excitement, as there should be. I mean, you finished last season really strong. You're coming out with a lot of hype in this preseason, ranked in the top 5. So it's an exciting opportunity for our kids to show the things they've been working on. Obviously, want to start the season on a strong note. But at the same time, we've seen some things on film that we think give us a really good chance to be successful tonight. And every game is a little bit different with strategy and the approach with that. And at the same time, too, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So if you can, just like football, basketball, soccer, volleyball, if you can be successful without going completely into the bag the first weekend, that is potentially going to give you a competitive advantage the second or third weekend, less things on film for another team to see. So we'll do what we have to do to be successful, as always. But if we don't have to go into, options 4, 5, 6, that's fantastic for us.
My mindset is very positive. I'm super excited, and I'm just trying to keep calm, and so I'm not nervous. We're all very excited. I think just a little bit of nerves are running through the team, but it'll be good. We just gotta get back on the floor. My personal goal is to make a couple threes and get a steal.
My mindset is to stay positive just throughout the whole game. We all got good food in us, all just pumped up. Got some shots in at halftime for the day of the game, and yeah. So my personal goal is to hopefully start, if not, just have high energy the whole time and cheer everyone on.
Everyone's excited. There was definitely some nerves. But let's go see how they performed. Again, I will tell you, they look pretty good. If you haven't seen them, definitely go out and watch some of their games this season. But let's jump into the highlight footage of the Duchesne game. Well, I told you it was a good game. The results speak for themselves. Again, it was us up 66-21. So again, it was a good game. It was close for a long time. Believe it or not, first and second quarter were pretty tight. But let's go talk to and see what Coach Coulter had to say.
We did a lot of good things. I think I said 8 out of 10 at halftime, and I really feel like that's about where we're at. Small things, free throws, took a couple tough shots. Defensively, a few minor mistakes, and that's just, as a coach, you're never satisfied. So we just want to clean up a lot of the small things, but we ran the floor well. I think our pace was really good, especially for opening night. That was mid-season form as far as our transition game, I thought, which is great, and that's credit to the kids. Their effort level was really high. We want to have single-digit turnovers every game, and we live with aggressive mistakes because we play pretty fast-paced. So you're going to make a few turnovers because you're trying to make a play. We just got to get rid of the lackadaisical, fall asleep at the wheel, dribble into a double team with your eyes down, silly turnovers. And of the 8 tonight, I think 3 or 4 were of that variety. Fairly clean game overall. But there's still a couple of small mistakes, just like on the defensive end. We just have to keep doing that. Our pressure defense was good. Like we said, we saw some things on film, both self-scouting and scouting of the teams that we think our man can be more of a weapon for us this season. But you don't know till you do it when the lights are on in a game environment, which last year we struggled with it. We made steps, and we also have a pretty deep crew of athletes that when they commit to it with their high effort level, getting in a stance, rotating, talking, we can do some really good things.
Well, guys, this has been Unfinished Business, Chasing the Dream, Episode 2 with Jackson. It's been a lot of fun. Just want to say, please go like and subscribe on the channel if you haven't already. I'll put my links down in the description as well for you to go follow my Instagram. I post a lot of sneak peeks, a lot of updates, moving into a lot of different areas. So really want you guys to go check out that content. Until the next episode, probably going to bring it to you in a week, and see you then.